Oh, I don't much care for Pericles' symposiums. But if you can stand the speeches and politics, you can always find an interesting character or two in attendance.
Thank you.
Virgin abrió la puerta de golpe. Llevaba una expresión que sugería que se había desconectado.
What is the status of the sampling, Simone? Any updates from the timekeeper?
For the moment, no. The people on the island are still suspicious of the Foundation's motives, so she hasn't had a second chance to collect any samples. But she has called in an hour ago. We were informed that she will return to the cave shortly. She also warned us that the immunity zone on the island appears to be shrinking. The safe zone is not stable. Mom, have you noticed something?
They are unrelated, Simone. The mask and the incantation are indeed related to Manus Vindictae, but they are unrelated to each other. If the account of the Vienna investigator is correct, one cannot help but question. Why would Arcana not simply give the masks to Isolde and her brother?
Investigator Marx's report was highly lacking, making it challenging for us to infer what truly happened.
I suppose we can be skeptical that the report is incomplete, but it is all we have for now. She did a good job. I could not have asked for more. We all heard it. An ancient miracle, a circle of salvation. The leader of Manus Vindictae promised a miracle, but the mask is far from it. The mask is a tool of control, designed to identify and enslave the believers. Matthew has demonstrated its effects for us. But this ritual is different.
Do you mean the ritual is more sophisticated than the mask?
Perhaps, but it is not entirely definitive. The investigators in Vienna completed their mission spectacularly, and now Matthew has proven that the mask is useless for our purposes. Its immunity was only a cover for its other functions. And the mask has powerful and irreversible side effects. Even if we find out how it protects the wearer from the storm, we cannot use it on our colleagues. If this incantation is verified to be true, it will be our Promethean fire.
This ritual is useless to us. Save yourself this trouble. We're not getting anywhere with this.
What?
Explain yourself, Adler. What do you mean the ritual is useless? You barely sat down. My coffee's still hot.
I don't need to waste any more time. It's simple logic. The current information is insufficient for cryptographic decryption. We're attempting an exhaustive brute force, comparing every ancient text and record to find the language or corresponding text. It's like looking for a needle in a colossal haystack. Even if we stumble onto a match, none of us can validate such a thing. A breakthrough in this regard is simply not possible.
You can't be serious. And what is the basis of your reasoning? Have you figured out the mechanics behind the ritual?
I didn't need to understand the intricacies of Arcanum to deduce this. It was simple logic.
So you never even tried to understand it. With your supposedly superior human reasoning, you dismissed all of our dedication and hard work just like that. Who the f do you think you are?
What?
Matthew was right. You arrogant fools, clueless morons! Get out of my face, you humanocentric narcissist! Go to hell!
Was this really necessary? I was just sharing my conclusion.
Oh, it was the mask. I should have thought of that. He worked in the same lab as Matthew, and he must have been exposed to the mask.
But his physical exam seemed fine. Is there an incubation period?
Does he seem fine to you now? Huh? No! Williams! Put that down! That's the only Conway Automaton 5 left after the storm. Security! Security! We've got a code red!
Dental checkup. Do you have my child? This way, please. At your service. It's for your safety. Stop. Saxophone. No worries. My child. Please enjoy. The bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic.
The fieldwork went smooth. I look forward to our next cooperation.
So, what are the implications for the decryption?
There were no unintended consequences. We were able to control Williams in time, and the Conway Automaton 5 he destroyed wasn't useful to our work anyway.
I am glad you kept the damages to a minimum. Since you are still here, Mr. Ulrich, I take it as a sign that you have more to report?
Williams was merely an accident, ma'am, but Adler is a loose cannon on the team. We need to talk about this. With all due respect, I still don't understand why you put him on the team. He may have made his contributions to Laplace, but that was 8 years ago. Now he's just an irritating defeatist and a staunch supporter of humanocentrism. He never understood the Arcanum, or tried. He's still stuck in the time before the first storm and refuses to acknowledge that his small, beautiful world is gone. How can someone like that help us?
I understand your concern, but I have not heard anything about the incapacitation of Adler Hoffman.
What? He got a few scratches at most. The guy barely touched him.
So he is fine. I am glad we agree. Is there anything else you would like to report? His lack of knowledge on Arcanum is exactly why we need him. His human perspective will offer valuable insights on arcane rituals. The results of this study will not only be used to save Arcanists, but also humans who share the same world with us. We are racing against the clock, mister, and your report on personal disputes and racial conflicts has wasted 2 minutes and 37 seconds of our time. If he refuses to cooperate, you have every right to remove him from the team. That is your responsibility. Oh. I am relieved that you survived your altercation. What would you like to report?
I'm fed up with wasting time, ma'am. The setback with the mask has already driven too many people insane. That's why you should take a look at this. I can logically deduce that our current direction is another dead end. The incantation isn't long enough for cryptographic decryption. We will have to turn to ancient records. Perhaps we'll find something in age-old manuscripts, in tablet inscriptions, or in the memories of powerful arcanists. But even if we find it, we can't validate it because none of us can cast the skill. Low-ranking arcanists can't cast high-ranking skills, even if they know the exact pronunciation and meaning of the incantation. Gnosis is beyond reason like that and cannot be debated. It stems from raw intuition rather than logic and intellect, is shaped by personal experience and natural abilities, and cannot be intentionally replicated. And the most determining factor, it relies on the arcanist's purity of blood. The miracle ritual you hold such hopes for belongs to the leader of Manus Vindictae, a pure-blooded arcanist whose power is beyond our imagination. It's like asking a toddler to solve Goldbach's conjecture. It's completely beyond the boundaries of our limits.
But you are not an arcanist. Why should you play by their rules? You are right. Arcanists differ due to their purity of blood. Researcher Medicine Pocket has already reported the linear correlation between the bloodline of an arcanist and their abilities, and has drawn a conclusion 10 times more extreme.
Then you should listen. That's their area of expertise.
We know that our cryptographers do not have the power to validate the ritual. And we do not expect you to do that. All I ask of you is to come up with a feasible plan and to do it as a team. Your deduction is logical, but not practical or actionable. So I should return this to you.
What?
Your logic is impressive, Adler, but do not let it limit your thinking. You spoke of the boundaries of arcane power, but logic has its limits too, no? Knowledge can be obtained through various means, such as intuition, logical reasoning, empirical observations, and teachings from others. Your team is not the only one cracking the ritual through their own means. If you fail, we will turn to the others, and if that approach is wrong, we will try another. If no solution is found before the storm, we will simply wait for the next one. What matters is we keep moving forward, no matter the cost. We must keep to the path, or we will be swept away like dust in the rain.
If one team fails, you can still turn to the others. Warum denn? Warum musste es Greta sein?
What?
Forget it. Just a bitter, irrational thought. This marks the end of my efforts. Hopefully, the others will bring you the needed breakthroughs. You've been waiting here for a while. Are you expecting someone? You aren't the type to waste time listening to us whine, so there must be something here worthy of your attention. Is someone close to a breakthrough?
Nothing of the sort. I am recharging. We have a public power outlet here. But I am indeed waiting. The doves of the Whitestone House are here. Good. Someone closer to the limit has given us aid.
Be ever so careful, dear. The fiery thirst for knowledge is blazing bright within you. Be careful not to put it out. Once, many fire thieves sat here, sipping coffee, as they tried to decipher the best angle to hold up their reeds, to jam the burning wheel of Helios and steal his flame. The gods are selfish. They're stingy with their might. That's easy to say when the power's not yours to give. Knowing how to share is a rare virtue. Knowing how to share knowledge is a rarer virtue still. How can we transfer our wisdom into mortal minds? The gods pondered. Can inspiration be duplicated from one brain to another? It comes and goes like a gust of wind. So, what can be done? Not yet, darling. We've only finished the prologue. However, there is a but waiting down the road. Sudden rain dampened people's enthusiasm for the future. The floppy disks and many clever minds perished in it. Some of the fire thieves grieved the loss. They screamed and swore to retrieve what was lost. What about the rest of them? they return to primitive chaos, like coelacanths crawling back into the ocean after thousands of years of evolution. Once again, they became the protégés of Arcanum. Perhaps they made the right choice by leaving that useless science behind. Who knows? The story of the Fire Thieves has only gone this far, darling. At this point, no one knows what will happen to Prometheus or what's inside Pandora's box.
Like a metaphor? Peace and love! Peace and love! I can't really... Like a
Noble
metaphor?
or lowly, sin shall be punished.
Don't touch my bag! Time to turn the page. Woohoo! Really?
Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
And now it's easier to understand.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Are you ready to shake? Woohoo! Really?
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
Really? Left hand up. Now right hand up. Peace and love. Peace and love. Great. And now it's easier to understand.
Using troops?
Your only choice is to kneel.
En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más.
Live or die.
En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más. Do I have to do this?
How about you treat us all to some snacks?
got a job for me? If you're looking for someone, just give me something they've used before. I'll find them.
Oh, I don't much care for Pericles' symposiums.
Have you heard that story? A magical golden lamp. Rub it 3 times, and there is a genie who can satisfy all your wishes. Yes, you say? Well then, go to that guy instead.
I don't much care for Pericles' symposiums. But if you can stand the speeches and politics, you can always find an interesting character or two in attendance.
We will experience all this over and over again.
I don't remember having a reason to work, Measles.
A wonderful
food. No, my film! Stop! You won't get away. My responsibility. Lumen, be careful.
We need simply rely on the microphysics of power.
强梁既出，王有不为。You won't get away.
Ridiculous.
Warning, warning. The puppy is fleeing the scene at its maximum speed.